Hi. Today I wanted to show you my Indianapolis ordinance STEN kit that I got. Well, it's the gun. It's all built. I got it all built. I didn't paint it yet, just in case I had to cut some welds off and I screwed something up. But I was at the range this morning and to see if this thing would fire, and it just wasn't running. You know, it was jamming up and everything else, and you would think this design, this thing would run real slick. I mean, the tolerances aren't that tight and things like that. So I brought it home. I tried to figure out why it seems like I have some jamming going on. I mean, these springs where they want you to cut them to length are pretty stout. So, you know, pulling the lever back and that was a little tough. But anyway, let's get to this. I figured out what the problem is. But this kit from Indianapolis Ordnance is $361. Sent to your house. I got the complete one with the trunnion thing and stuff like that, which I will tell you this, I successfully got that thing off of the old piece. I really didn't have to use it, so I just kept it in stock because I do have some more of these new old stock from the late 80s, early 80s that I had picked up. But anyway, here is this. Let's get to this. Here's the instructions that you get from Indianapolis Ordnance. As you can see, that large postage stamp picture they sent you. And then they give you some written information on what to do. Here's this picture of the disconnect lever with this little notch. And this, you figure that one out. Even the description doesn't help you on that. And that's some kind of guide for the disconnector. But the problem is the disconnector, if you put that little round slot, wants to jump out over, will ride up on this safety ball. If you put one together, you'll know what I'm talking about. And pulls it down out of the receiver. But I have an idea to fix that on there, so that limits that travel. But then you have this, and then you got this picture of the bolt assembly and everything like that. So the kit, like I said, is $361. You get this, the hammer, charging handle, bolt, springs, and this guide rod thing. And and none of this, even this little washer, that these slide into, you have to weld that on too for your $361. But anyway, so I'm at the range and I wonder why this thing is jamming and it just won't function. And I couldn't figure out why. So I got this home, I got it apart. Now this is the meat and potatoes of what you spend your $361 for. These rods, this bolt travels on these rods. So there seemed to be a problem. And see how it's a dead stop. See how it's a dead stop in there? So if I have it super lubed, it doesn't, but in the return spring hole, the rod is good. On the hole for the hammer, the rod gets stuck in there. And before you say, oh, your rod's bent, no, my rods aren't bent. This one doesn't want to go through. And when I look inside there, I can see a ridge right about there inside there. Yeah, pretty much right around where the extractor pin goes down through. There's a ridge all the way around there. It wasn't finished machined down in there. I mean, I don't, the kit, I think it's going to work. But for the money you spend on this kit, and this, all this other stuff, even this, someone could possibly make that. This is the part that you are doling out your $361 for, is this bolt. And I mean, I only built this because when I was buying STEN kits, they were $40. Like I said, I got 6 of them back in the early 80s, mid 80s. And that's back when they still come with the barrel. And this one is set up to be a pistol, not a carbine. But so all told, I got in this like what, 420, 450 max, like that. But if you're going to sell a product and you're going to charge a lot of money for a patented, I believe it says on their website, you can't reproduce anything or anything like that, that this is a patented thing, that they would make sure what they were sending you, which they sent it real quick, would be right. But I will get this to function. I'll get the proper size reamer, and I'll line it up with the return spring hole and make sure what that size is. I mean, you could actually look at that and you could tell, I guess you could tell, that hole is a hair bigger than that hole. Just it wasn't finished all the way through. But I'll get it. I'll make it work. I just throwing this out there. If you get one, you're trying to pull the handle and it feels just a little grindy, a little stupid. That's the reason. But yeah, the kit will work, but for the money you spend, the instructions are pretty much, I mean, I could, luckily I have a STEN book. You think as a courtesy they would throw in there putting your trigger group together, some other kind of drawings, something to help somebody to do this. But there's a lot left for the imagination. But there it is. I'll grind it up and I will get it running. I'll post a video of shooting it. But that's about it. Thanks for watching the video.